Reverend Jen Post, who's a renowned channel with the abilities that include a Reiki Master, a Teacher Healer, a Starseed Galactic Teacher, and Spiritual Counselor, and Angelic Healer, Obstacle, Oracle of the Akashic Records. She does tarot and your soul plan blueprint. She's a channel for angelic extended masters, spiritual guides, as well as she does light language and the highlight of
Alakali.
Alakali. Thank you, baby doll. Here you are, and we're excited to experience.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. So great seeing you guys. I'm so excited to be here amongst just incredible people and healers and channelers. And today I'm going to do a talk on I like to smorgasbord things because I like to talk about so many different topics and tie it all together. It's like start at the trunk of a tree and I root them all out, but eventually I bring it all back in and it makes, it all aligns. So I'm a Reiki Master Teacher and a channeler of the Akashic, the galactic light beings and star races. I'm going to talk a lot today on galactic origins. What are star seeds? I'm going to tie it in with a little bit of the Akashic records and the soul plan reading, if I can do that all in the 25 minutes here. I am a channeler of what I call the love light language, which is a multidimensional language when I go into channel to connect with the star races. But I'm going to talk a little bit about our galactic origins.
Jen,
Yeah.
the people that don't know, for the people that don't know what Akashic Records are, what is Akashic Records?
So the Akashic Records is a collective record of all of the souls, to keep it, quite simple, of all of your incarnations that you have had. And this includes quote unquote past lives, current life, and also even parallel lives. So when I go in and I do these Akashic readings, I channel for 3 days or 3 separate times, and I go deeper and deeper into all of your soul's history. And I will bring forth the guides that are working with you at this very moment. And it can be from a range of ascended masters, archangels, and galactic beings. So we do have connections to all of these realms. And when I go into the channel of your records that houses all of your soul's information across time and space, I extract the information that comes forth from your Akashic guardians that is relevant for what you need to understand at that time. So if I go into your records and let's just say Master Kuthumi comes in and he works with Christ with the world teachings and helps activate you to be a teacher of love, a light worker. And then when I go into channel the next day, you might have archangels come in or star races will come in who are working with you. So it's such a broad, wide range of information to the past lives that are influencing you. They will tell me in the Akashic readings what specific karma you are clearing in this lifetime. So they will show me a past life energy and some karma around that and what you are specifically here to balance in this lifetime. So they're incredibly vast. They will talk to me about the level of light body that you are in. And as we awaken, I'm a soul awakener and a galactic teacher, and I help people through the light body process. And the light body is our energy field. And as we are ascending, we are connecting to our higher blueprint. So we're shifting our frequencies in our bodies from the third density of, human into our higher divine avatar Christ, self. And this process is pretty intense. There'll be various stages that you go through in the light body process that they will tell me through when I do your Akashic readings, what level you are in and specifically what that does physically to your body. even mentally. There's a level of the light body that is called the dark night of the soul. And when people become awakened at this very level of this light body, they start to review why they are here. They have a lot of things coming up in their body to be cleared, in their mind. Their relationships are all being reviewed. Your friends will be leaving. You will be having, relationship issues. You might decide that you're no longer, in the same mindset as where you were a year ago. So this is the light body process. And as you reach higher up into a higher vibration, all wonderful things, you start to connect to all of the beings like I have. I started off just like you guys and had my awakening process and moved vibrationally up to the levels in my light body where I started connecting to loved ones that crossed over. That's basically how it started. And then the Archangels started coming in, then the Ascended Masters, and then the Galactics, because as I raised my vibrational body and I was rising up in my light body, becoming a crystalline, light body, a diamond light body, I started connecting to all of these different realms. So a lot of the things that I teach is it's the journey back to oneness, really, how we were born into a human body and how we were separate from source. And part of our awakening process is journeying back to oneness. And that's what I help you understand, the entire process, giving you the tools and teachings to help you through each stage. And one of the things I love and I'm so passionate about is connecting to the light beings and these different star races. I am a contactee. I have been in communication with different star races for many years now. I've been attuned to them, was activated and speak the light language. I'll get into that in a little bit. But to understand our origins, that, we weren't just plopped here and placed here on earth. We have connections. We are multidimensional, which means when we fragmented from source, we have different parts of ourselves that are all in different timelines. So an aspect of yourself is here on earth in the third dimension, but I have interfaced with myself in other realities and other timelines, and actually have even been a guide to an aspect of myself in another timeline. I'm an active guide. So that's a whole other level of really cool stuff that we can talk about. But to understand who we are as a human, we have to understand our galactic connections. And if you ever really connect with like the Hopis or other Native Americans, they talk about the star beings and their connection to the star beings. I connect very deeply with the Hopis. I channel them as well. But the Native Americans understood that we have been contacted and that we connect to these star races. And if you guys see everything that is going on with the UFOs, this is all part of seeding consciousness so we can start to shift in the understanding that we come from these star races. We come from other galaxies, other dimensions, and we are here to help Earth and the peoples shift into a higher frequency. That's that higher level of light body that I was talking about, shifting our consciousness and the planetary consciousness. So I do connect with multiple star races. I just finished up a Galactic Starseed activation class last week, and I will be having another one. So if you are interested, please find me on this news feed and I can give you instructions and start gathering that. But I connect with the Andromedas, the Pleiades, the Sirians, the Orions, the Lyrans, and so many others, the Cassiopeans, and they all have a certain energy that they contribute to us. So one of the Highlight of Alakali is myself in Pleiades. I connect to the energies, I extract the information, and then I bring it down through my my light body into my physical container here, and I help share that with each of you and activate you for many different purposes. So we have to understand that we didn't just come from here. We are from so many different places, and we're living parallel lives and other realities and existence in other times and spaces. So I can certainly help you with that. Now, I do speak the light language, and we're going to do, when I go into the playroom tonight, we're going to do light language activation. I'm going to bring in the star races, whoever is stepping forward. When I open myself up to these frequencies, archangels can come through, loved ones can come through, ascended masters can come through, a various of star races can come through, and they will channel through me. I will share the messages to you. Speak the light language. And light language, if for those of you who do not know, it's a multidimensional language. It is high frequency. It is language of light. It's encodings of geometric codes and sounds and tones of light. It is to help you initiate your clearing, activation, balancing. It is a wonderful, powerful tool to help you awaken the ascension path. It speaks right to your heart. So when I go into light language, it bypasses the limitations of the linear mental left brain, and it goes right into your energy field. So no matter what it is that you need at this time, it will activate that. It will heal that. It will release energetic blockages. It will increase your intuition. It will allow you to connect to your higher self. It will help release any emotional, physical, mental blockages. I mean, it's just powerful. And the ones I connect to when I speak the Highlight of Alakali, it's very Native American. It's very, very grounded. It's such a high frequency because it's coming from these higher dimensions, but it's also rooted in a very grounded energy. And that's what I'm here to help people ground. The Andromeda energy is really, when I did the classes, was the first energy that came forward because of all the chaos and all the energies that have been going on in the external reality. We need to come to a place of inner groundedness. This is like that Gandhi energy too, when he comes in. No matter what he experienced eternally, he was so rooted and calm and peaceful. So there is somebody here who connects to Gandhi, because I'm starting to get into like that channel mode. So there's definitely somebody here who has him as a guide and connects with those energies of helping people who are maybe having a hard time as we go through this divide. The Hopis talked about this in the Hopi prophecy. I was a Hopi, so I connect very deeply about the third dimensionals and the shift that we are going through. So we need to stay grounded, and us as light workers and star seeds, and I'm going to segue into that. We are here to help anchor in this grounded energy. So when I speak the light language, it will facilitate a almost like a 12th dimensional shielding of connecting to the earth grid. Also, when I do the Akashic readings, they will tell me what type of light worker you are. If you are a grid worker, if you're a gatekeeper, if you're a transmuter, they'll tell me what planets you connect to, all of that. So it's so vast, it goes full circle. You know, if we're journeying back to oneness, we start in the physical here, and I travel back forward and into all these other different, you know, timelines for you. So I don't know how much time I have left. I have 15 minutes, I think, or 10 minutes.
14.
14 minutes, all right. Okay, so starseeds. Starseeds, I am a starseed. I am a light worker, and really it's incredible, the awakening process of understanding exactly what a starseed is. And if you are a starseed, we are all starseeds because of our origins of being connected to these galactic races and other dimensions. But it just depends upon your soul's mission. You know, the starseeds, you know, Starseed. We are here to seed the planet, right? The Hopis, they seeded the planet. They understood that they came from, the stars, and they passed this along in their drawings and depictions on the rocks and all of that. We're children of the stars. You can be a light worker, you can be an earth angel, you can be a star seed, you can be all in one. Okay, but it just depends upon your soul's mission. Light workers, I am also a light worker and an earth angel. I work with the archangel frequencies. I do archangel angelic healings. I communicate and help activate you with the archangels so they start working with you and you start connecting with them. And that's considered like an earth angel. So that might be something in your role you might do. Or like me, for some reason, my soul just chose to embody all of this and be here at this time and use the whole embodiment of a star seed, a light worker, and an earth angel. So an earth angel, of course, is going to behold such a beautiful, gentle light. A light worker is a soul that originates from above the third dimension that we are in and helps to bring this loving, peaceful, they light up the room. So you'll know when you're next to a light worker. Elle, my good friend Elle, is a light worker. I mean, you look at her, she just radiates light, so and joy, right? So that's what we do. We harness and anchor in this beautiful light down, help shift consciousness, help shift the negative, the fear, and while we contain this light. And as you move up in your light body process, you will start to look younger. People say that with me all the time. I'm almost 50, and they're like, wow, you look like you radiate light, and youthful. And I said, well, it's a light body. We're starting to emit light. That's the light body process, right? So hence tying it back to the light body process. When you start releasing the density in the body, really cool stuff happens. I mean, really mind blowing. You live in a different reality. You live in a reality of incredible peace and joy and happiness. Sure, we work with clearing the negative. If you're like a transmuter, you're going to clear the lower energy, but you got to clear it out of your body. And that's what I help people do. Clear that crap out of your body, the lower density, the fears, the programming, all of that stuff that has been instilled with us. All these old outdated beliefs and patterns and blueprints, and really help you rise up into your higher self. And I always tell people the dissension of the higher self. Isis and Serapis Bey came in at the fall equinox, and they said that we are going to be in a massive rebuilding process of our physical body. So many people are really moving through like physical ailments now, and connecting the mind and the body. We need the mind and the body to be connected so we can be birthed our spirit, really. That's the process of all of this. And the process of the higher self integrating this your oversoul into your physical body. You're going to go through major reevaluation, restructuring. The Highlight of Alakali, my higher self, my future self in the Pleiades, spoke about this is the year of stabilization and unification. So for so many starseeds and light workers out here, we have gone through a major physical body refinement, myself included. Now, starseeds, I'm a star seed. I connect, I really connect to originally to Andromeda, and Andromeda is all about freedom. So I talk a lot about that and shifting our inner realities, no matter what is going on in this reality. The Pleiadians are under the Andromeda Council, so I do work hand in hand with both of those galactic star races. But the star seeds that have come here, you find yourself looking up at the stars, right? You feel it, you long it. You're like, I feel like I'm just different. We have difficulty a little bit assimilating to the third dimension because we're so high vibrational that our body is not used to it. I have a lot of food issues because where I come from, we don't eat food. So in the physical body, I've had a lot of food issues. We just think differently. We are here to help shift the collective consciousness in ways of living and a ways of being, a way of expressing yourself, taking it from a lower place to a higher state of consciousness. A lot of light workers and starseeds have healing jobs. Worker like nurses, energy healing. There are starseeds. My son is a true, like a crystal starseed. His role as an earth gritter, he lives in his van and he travels along. He lives in Mount Shasta and he anchors in the energy. And that's really what his role here. So some starseeds, you know, might not even want a quote unquote normal job because their mission here, and they know it. The starseeds that are coming in now, the crystal children, all of the very high powered, high frequency children, you know that they're holding a frequency that is different than what we have been holding or other people. They are coming in with such incredible sensitivities, but they're here to anchor, like my son is here to anchor in and shift the crystal grids of the earth. So starseeds, you're going to start when you awaken to who you are and remembering who you are. You're going to really start connecting to the stars and wanting to be outside. Very impactful with the moon energies, shifting with that. And really just knowing that you're not from here, that there's more out there than what you see in regular social media or, you know, regular, you know, TV and newspapers, that there's more going on behind the scenes of who you are as a light worker, a star seed, an earth angel. So I can help with you with all of that. There are soul plan readings that I do. There's two really fundamental readings that you can have. The Akashic that I spoke of earlier, but also the soul plan. We are a Merkaba. That is our geometric shape, how we travel as we tap into our multidimensional self. That's the star of
Baby
being.
girl, I just want to share something with you. We only have another minute before
Okay.
we'll follow you to answer questions and
Oh,
learn a little bit
wonderful.
more about you and experience you and connect.
Perfect.
Yes, we're going to be doing a, you know what, I'll let you have another moment and then we'll do the gift giveaway.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, let me talk about the soul plan real fast so then they can decide. So the soul plan is based on your birth name because your birth name constitutes a vibration. This is an ancient Hebrew gematria where they take your name and they convert it into frequency. It literally, this is why I am here with you guys here, because when I had my soul plan read, it was every vibration that I am here working with in this human body at this time, all my challenges, my abilities, my goals, what I am here to achieve. And having this information, you will be able to understand every single relationship you have ever had, why you think the way you do, what challenges, what blockages you have. And it is literally a blueprint to help you understand all of this and to make different decisions that will ultimately change your entire path. When I had mine done, it literally changed my entire path of what I was doing to what I am doing now. I opened up an entire business and practice with all of these modalities. And it was an activation when you receive this reading. I call it a cellular activation. It goes into the cells and it activates your soul so you can understand what it is. What's your soul's mission here? So
Thank you
these are
so much,
really
baby
two
girl. I
readings.
love you. I love you. I love you.
All right, wrap it up. Here we go. So I'm going to pick a number.
4 minutes for
Bring me your
everybody
girlfriend.
incredibly blessed to win. Now, what you're doing is you're doing a 1-hour psychic reading, connection to your Akashic records and your spirit guide. So it's valued at 144. So you want to put your name in your number in the chat from 1 to 99.
1 to 99. Oh.
So you write it down, Jen. And everybody, all our guests, please feel free to put a number in the chat. Jen is truly spectacular. And afterwards, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be following her into room 12. But just to let you know that there are readings and healings in room number 2. And that Patricia is doing the Soul's Natural Tuner, moving energy, tuning our core energy healing. She is in the playroom, I believe. So we have a lot of exciting things going on. And let's see if we have everybody's number. Okay.
So Patricia, you need to move to room number 1, not here.
Oh.
I'm a
Vicky.
huge numbers girl. So do I show, is Sherry here? Are you in
Yeah,
the?
Sherry's here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna see your number and see who won.
Did they write in the chat the number that they
Of
guessed?
course.
We need to put the guesses in the chat from 1 to 100. Anybody want to win a session with her? They need to put it in the chat. Here we go.
We got you, darling.
And we do. We got you, baby doll.
Here we go. And you can only win one prize per event. Sorry, some people are sometimes really good winners and they
Very
start
lucky.
picking the good numbers. So
What's your-
anybody, Paula, Karen, Claudia, Camille, Sherry, Angela, Danielle, Beverly, Monica, Juralika, I don't know what your names are, but put in the chat the number if you want to have a session with Jen. It's amazing. And the closest number is going to win. Also letting you know, Angela has arrived. They got the electric on in her house. The computer is on. Whew.
Jen, pick a number.
Okay, Jen, what's your number,
All
sweetheart?
right, so here it is,
We can't see it yet. Let's see.
number 66.
66.
You know that song Higher Love by Steve Winwood?
I love it.
That's
wait.
higher love right there. It equals a 12, which is the divine number 12, which is the room I am in. So come visit me. So whoever is closest to 66, we
Yeah, it
can
looks like
do
it's 44.
I think it's
48.
Danielle, huh?
nice.
Wait, maybe not. 66, 76, 15.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Monique,
that's out of my math is not
No,
my
I
best,
think
but I can talk about numbers.
it's Danielle.
Preston.
Danielle.
Preston.
It's too much in the middle.
No, 'cause
We got it.
it was
Well, normally
81.
it's under, not above, right?
15, he's only 15 away. Preston is the winner.
It goes both ways. Literally, it's
Let's go
going both ways.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait.
but Preston is the
So
closest.
do I need to pick another number?
No.
Gus, Qusteen. Is he the gentleman that won?
I'm here. My name is Houston.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, it looks like you're the winner.
Thank you.
Preston,
Yay.
We need your
And we have
email.
your email, right, sweetheart?
Okay, I will send it now.
Awesome.
Yes.
And if anybody else wants to book outside of here for a soul plan reading or an Akashic, hit me up.
All right, we're going to follow Jen over to room 12. Connect with Peter Marks.
And we need to know Kristen's email so Jen
Yes,
knows
she's
how to
putting it in the
contact.
feed. She's already putting it in the feed.
She's putting in the feed.
Yes.
She-
Yes, I am.
She's one of my clients. Good to see
Oh,
you.
lovely.
Yeah, good to see her. Yeah, she's got a very unusual name. Very unusual name.
She got to do.
I'd love for Julian to have a shout out at her name at some point today. Cool. Okay, guys. So good. So Jen, we're good. Follow Jen to her room.
Are you
And
going to give me along or do I do it?
we will move you if you can't move yourself.
No, I can do it. That's cool. I'll go to room 12.